All right. Shalom, shalom. All right, before I begin this live lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha HaKodash. Honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and blessings be multiplied on all you sincere Akim out there pushing this word in all sincerity and in truth. All right, shalom to the hopeful elect, 144,000, and the rest of the men, women, and children that will receive mercy from the Lord in these last days. All right, shalom to all the scattered Israelites that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, that are mingled amongst the other nations, that look like the other nations, but your spirit is knit with this gospel, with this truth. And more than likely, your lineage goes back to one of the 12 tribes of Israel. As Elder Malcolm would say, this is not a black thing. This is an Israelite thing. It's an elect thing. All right, and our people are going to come in these last days looking like all other nations and all different shades, shapes, sizes, you know. And it's all about the elect, man. All right. I'm the brother Dama Gabar out here with another live lesson, coming out here on the highways and the byways like we do week in and week out to preach the glorious gospel of the kingdom of heaven, which is directed towards you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who make up the 12 lost tribes of Israel. All right. And you know, as we do week in and week out, we casting out this net to gather in the elect of the 12 tribes of Israel, man. And that's what this truth is really all about. The Lord using his prophets and the men of the Lord to gather in his elect. All right, the chosen of the 12 tribes of Israel, the remnant, you know, that are slated and predestinated to receive salvation from our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, who is being sent by the Heavenly Father, whose name in the Paleo Hebrew and the Lashuan Kodash is Yahweh, all right, who the world ignorantly calls God, all right. And, you know, like I was saying, you know, this is all really about the elect, man. And in these last days, you see a lot of Jakes tucking their tails now. You know, you see this new trend of a lot of these Jakes no longer proclaiming themselves to be Israelites, which is absolutely moronic and stupid, you know, because a lot of these Jakes are under the vibration that this, you know, you being an Israelite is some type of religion, you know, or that it's some type of denomination, when it's our heritage, man, all right? And you can't undeclare yourself from being what the hell you are, man. And ultimately, you know, a lot of these Jakes, they just playing Israelites, man. You know, a lot of these Jakes are just using this as a fad. A lot of Jakes just want to be a part of something. A lot of them are not really fully rooted and grounded in what this truth is really all about, man. You know, and as we're getting closer into the end, you know, they seeing things taking place in the earth, you know, and now a lot of them are trying to turn back and trying to apologize and trying to save face before Esau Edom, which is not going to matter at the end of the day anyway, because this devil is going to come down with great wrath, as scriptures tell you that he is, whether you want to acknowledge the fact that you're an Israelite or not. All right? He's still going to come down upon you. You can say, go on a video and say, I'm not this, I'm not that. You know, you're trying to tuck tail, you're trying to, you know, save these heathen nations that don't want nothing to do with you, that don't give a damn about you. It's still not going to negate the fact that, you know, Esau he still sees you as a threat. And Esau knows who you, Jake, are, even if you want to deny who you truly are, man. And a lot of you have already been on the videos. He's already, you know what I mean, saw you liking the videos, subscribing to the videos, doing videos, you know, acknowledging that you're an Israelite. So therefore, whether you try to say you're not and you're trying to denounce it, he's still going to roll upon you, man. And the judgment of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is going to be even harsher upon you for the fact that, you know that you're an Israelite, but now you're tucking tail, man. You're turning your back on Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, right? You're turning your back on this truth, man. Hey, man, it's better that you never even came into this truth, nor even subscribed or even acknowledged that you were an Israelite or called upon the names of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Because now, hey, you're not going to be held guilty when the Lord brings that judgment upon you. And for a lot of you punks, scared, weird, trying to save the heathen type of Jakes, hey, the Lord is going to use these heathens to ultimately to judge you and to destroy you, man. The same people that you're trying to save, the same people you're trying to tuck tail for, and trying to all of a sudden be buddy and trying to find some way to bring salvation unto them, the Lord's going to use them same people you're trying to save to destroy your ass, man. To show you that a lot of you, Jake, are just scared. A lot of you are weak, and ultimately you're not part of the elect, man. And the Lord is making that be manifest in these last days, you see. And that's why I was saying earlier, this is truly only about the elect, man. And at the end of the day, that's all we're really worried about. All right, we're not worried about 2/3 of our people. We're not worried about if you don't want to believe. We don't worry about if you want to go back into the world. This is only for the elect, man. And the rest of you jakes that are scared, man, hey, the hell with you, man. All right, hey, the Lord's going to destroy you, point blank, period, man. And we don't give a damn. We don't give a shit, you know. But hey, it is what it is, man. And all you're doing is fulfilling prophecy anyway, man. And as we know, there are many called, but there's only going to be a few chosen, man. And that's why, you know, hey, we're hoping and praying that the Lord don't take the spirit off of us, that the Lord don't put the spirit of fear, the Lord don't put the spirit of a turncoat, of a weak, effeminate, buster, punk spirit on us to go back into the world, man. And some of you niggas even going back to Christianity, man. You know, a lot of you are returning back into your own vomit only for you to be destroyed, man. All right? Hey, and it is what it is, man. To hell with you. We don't need you anyway, man. You know, like I said, this is only for the elect, man. For the elect only. We're going to see a lot of you other jakes on the other side. All right? Because like I said, a lot of you are getting scared now, man. You know, a lot of you are really starting to see these last few prophecies come to pass. A lot of you are getting pressure from, you know, your wives, your family members, people in this world, friends of this world. And a lot of you are starting to, you know, feel the pressure of this world, man. You know? And, you know, you're making an excuse for you to take, you know, to take your hand from off the plow, from bearing your cross, and really submitting and sacrificing yourself, you know, for this truth and for Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right? And it just all boils down to you're just not part of the elect, man. And a lot of you sound weak. A lot of you coming on here, going on videos, why I'm no longer a Hebrew Israelite. Like anybody gives a fuck. All right? We don't give a shit, you know? Hey, that's what you want to do. Go on back in the world, man. Why you got to get on video and try to announce your unbelief, man? You know? Because like I said, hey, a lot of you are paid. A lot of you are set up to do that. A lot of you are agents, man. But then again, you do have some of you who are just truly being rejected by Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right? So go on back in the world, do your little videos, do whatever you got to do, man. At the end of the day, nobody gives a shit, man. All right? Because all you're going to be is just missile field. Hey, when the Lord decides to finally bring these nuclear missiles on a lot of you unbelievers and a lot of you weak, effeminate, buster-ass jakes, man. And that's what it all boils down to. All right? You weren't fit for salvation. All right? And that's why the Lord's going to leave you here and He's going to melt you in these last days, man. But first, He put the Spirit on you to go on these different platforms and to announce your unbelief and your buster, you know, how much of a buster you truly are, man. But like I said, it's all good, man. It is what it is. But hey, all you're doing is fulfilling prophecy. So I just want to go into that today, you know, knowing that in these last days, you're going to have a lot of scoffers, a lot of unbelievers, and a lot of these jakes that's going to throw in the towel and go back into the world, you know, because ultimately a lot of you niggas, you love this world, man. A lot of you want to do, a lot of you want to, you know, a lot of you want to be a part of this world, all right? A lot of you want to go and do what do you call it, man? A lot of you want to do what do you call that shit, man? Social media, you know. A lot of you want to be social media famous. A lot of you want to do content. That's what I'm talking about. A lot of you want to do YouTube content, you know. Ultimately, a lot of you still love this world, man. And you really don't want to see Babylon the Great destroyed, and you really don't want to see Yahweh Shai return, man. And really, you don't want to see these nations get finally get their ass kicked, man. All right, you want to bow down and you want to cater and you want to save these heathen nations. Well, guess what? Ain't neither one of you going to be saved, man. You all going to be destroyed together, man. All right? Oh, let me get that real quick, man. Let me get that real fast. Lord willing. Yep. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11, verse. Let me see, read up. Yeah, this is Proverbs chapter 11, verse 21. It says, though hand join in hand. Matter of fact, let me get this where I needed to get it. What was that? Proverbs 11 and 20. Yep, this is Proverbs chapter 11, verse 21. It says, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. See? And that's what a lot of you jakes, that's the fate that you're going to meet. Like I said, all you jakes that's going back into the world, you're trying to save these heathens who don't give a damn about you. You think you're going to sing Kumbaya and you're going back into this whole Christian universal spirit that, you know, God loves everybody and all the nations can be saved. Hey, all of you jake that left from being Israel, that got effeminate, that got offended. Oh, it's too much hate. Oh, it's so negative. Oh, you know, I had too much hate in my heart. And the only thing you ever talk about is saving the goddamn white man. You ain't never talking about saving Moab, saving Ammon, saving the Ammonites, saving Ishmael, saving any of these other nations. It's always about fucking Esau, man. But guess what? You can join hand in hand with Esau all you want. You got these dumb niggas linking up with Vocab Malone. You want to hug on Vocab Malone. You want to come in this world-friendly Christian doctrine. Hey, when Esau and the wicked are destroyed, a lot of you Israelites that's joining hand in hand with these damn heathens, want to save the heathens, guess what? You're going to be destroyed right along with them, man. All right? And guess what? We ain't going to bat an eyelash and we ain't going to feel sorry for none of you, man. Because a lot of you, Jake, are weak, man. You effeminate, you weak, and you afraid to stand upon, you know, the truth of the scriptures, man. You're ashamed of the heritage and the promises that we're about to receive, man. A lot of you, Jake, don't want to rule over these heathen nations. You don't want to have rulership, a righteous dominion, and you ultimately don't want to have control over the world, man. But guess what? The Lord has His elect who are prepared and who is being groomed to receive all of that, man. Hey, the rest of you, you weak ass effeminate Jake that don't want to rule over these nations, you don't want to accept the heritage and the kingdom and all of the rewards and the dominion and the rulership and the authority and the responsibility that comes with it. Guess what? Get out of the way, man. Hey, that's why the Lord has His elect, man. And we're ready to receive all that. We're not offended at the gospel and at the promises and at the thing that Yahweh Shem Yahushai is about to set up for us to receive, man. Nor are we afraid to come out here and tell these nations to their faces that you're going into captivity, man. That you're going to pay for what you did to us, man. You see, and a lot of you weak Jake that's in this truth, a lot of you are afraid to stand on that, man. Because a lot of you are punks. You niggas is just weak, man. And all you want to do is just be lovey-dovey, and you just want to be equal with every goddamn body. But here it is, Esau and the white man, these nations, they don't want to be equal with you niggas. Hey, under any circumstances, do any of these other nations want to be equal with you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man? You see, they have more of a ruling class mentality than you have, man. You know, you just want to be fair. You just want, you know, you just want to be loved. You want to hug. Let me get that real fast. And you niggas is weak, man. Here it is. Hey, these nations ain't never get. Let me get that real fast. And Lamentations, man. Let me get Lamentations 2nd chapter to show you how these nations feel about you. And that sentiment ain't never changed, man. When you niggas gonna wake up, man? You got, you know, you niggas just got a slave beat down. What do they call it? Stockholm syndrome mentality, man. And that's why 2/3 of you niggas ain't gonna make it, man. You ain't fit for rulership. You ain't fit to be joint heirs with Yahushua, man. You ain't fit to sit at the table with Yahushua HaMashiach, man. Because you're weak, you're effeminate, and you just got a broken loser mentality, man. And guess what? You're gonna die with that loser mentality. But hey, we'll see you on the other side when you're in your right mind, man. Let me get this, man. Show you how these nations feel about you, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Here we go. This is Lamentations. This is Lamentations chapter 2, verse 15. It says, I'll read it in the NLT. It says, all who pass by jeer at you. They scoff and insult beautiful Jerusalem, saying, is this city called most beautiful in all the world and joy of all the earth? All your enemies mock you, man. Like I said, starting with Esau, Edom, all your enemies mock you, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But here it is, you're so weak and beaten down, you have such a Stockholm Syndrome mentality, you want to be equal. You want them to love you. You want them to hug you. Look, they ain't never going to hug you. They ain't never going to accept you, man. All right? And they're always going to have the mindset that they're better than you, man. But you're so beaten down and so weak, you don't have a ruling class mentality, man. You don't think you ain't never gonna be nothing more than what you are, but a goddamn slave here in America, man. All right, and that weak spirit, man. Hey, that weak spirit is not in the heart of the elect, man. Hey, we standing upon our feet and we proclaiming this truth, man. We tell our enemies in these nations to their face that you're going into captivity, man. You ain't finna get away with the rape, robbery, the murder, the slavery, man, the mocking, the jeering, the shit talking, the crack epidemic, all the hell we had to catch from being under our enemies, man. You're gonna pay for all of that shit, man. And we telling these nations to their face, you niggas are going into captivity, man. We're telling you that we are the chosen special people of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. All right? And we ain't ashamed to proclaim that, man, and to walk around, with that on our spirit and to totally mean it, man. All right? It says, all your enemies mock you. They scoff and snarl and say, we have destroyed her at last, you see? And this is the mind frame that these heathen has when they see you niggas in a low condition. When they see you buddying up and hugging on Vocab Malone, man. Behind closed doors, they laughing, they mocking, they scoffing, and they saying, look, we still got some of these niggas destroyed, man. We still got these niggas with no confidence, you know what I mean? No self-esteem. They're weak. They're beaten. They don't stand for anything. We can come out here and convince them to do any goddamn thing, as long as we can put a couple of dollars in their face. You know what I mean? Give them some contracts. Put them on TV. Give them a music contract. These niggas are coon and dads and lower themselves to the lowest standard, man. As long as they have some money and some false sense of security and some false sense of confidence, man. But really, if you ain't standing upon who you truly are, you ain't standing upon the laws, statutes, and the commandments, and your royally heritage, then you ain't shit here. Ain't none of us shit here, man. As long as you call yourself a black, a Latino, a Native American, or any of these things outside of being an Israelite, you are defeated, man, in the spirit and physically. All right? Hey, but us who are the household of faith, man, hey, man, fuck that, man. Enough with all of that, man. We standing 10 toes down strong for who we truly are, man. And we going, Lord willing, we part of the elect. We're going to ride with Yahweh Hashem Yahushai all the way until this ship is sunk, man. It says, we have destroyed her at last. We have long awaited for this day, and it is finally here. You see? It says, but it is Yahweh who did just as he planned. He has fulfilled the promises of disaster he made long ago. He has destroyed Jerusalem without mercy. He has caused her enemies to gloat over her and has given them power over her. You see? And now that we understand why we're in this situation, Jake still don't want to stand up, man. Jake is still cowering in the corner. I ain't no Hebrew Israelite no more, man. I ain't part of that. All this weak bullshit, man. And it's cool, man. Get your ass in the background. Get out of the way so the elect can stand up, man. Because we ain't going to falter. We ain't going to get weak. We ain't going to cower back into the corner. And we ain't going to return back into our vomit just like the scriptures say you do, man. Which a lot of you jakes is returning back into your vomit in these last days because you're afraid, man. You don't have a ruling class mentality. You ain't a man, all right? And a lot of you women, too, you falling back into this world, too, all right? Go on back into the world, man. Go on back. We don't need you anyway, man. Y'all just holding up progress, man. All right? But hey, at the end of the day, hey, the Lord's going to raise up his elect, man. All right? Now we're just living in a time to where, hey, the Lord is putting a spirit on a lot of you, Jake, to fall out this thing, man. To go on back into the world right where you belong, man. Hey, good for you, man. Guess what? You're not going to be missed because we don't need you niggas, man. Get this. This is 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 1. I charge thee, therefore, before the Most High and our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, who shall judge the quick and dead at his appearing and his kingdom. Preach the word. Be instant in season, out of season. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine, man. And that's what we've been out here doing, man. But like I said, a lot of you, Jake, a lot of you, I love the Lord, I love the Bible. But when the Bible starts coming out and we start reproving and correcting and bringing out this word, then a lot of you get offended. Then a lot of you got issues, man. All right, but it's all good though, because we know it's only going to only offend the 2/3, man. It's not going to prick, and it's not going to offend the elect. The elect are going to take rebuke. They're going to take correction right on the chin, man. And they're going to realize the error of their ways. They're going to repent, and they're going to get back on the right path, man. They're going to man up. All right? It says, for the time will come where they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears, man. And that's what you see happening with a lot of these jakes, man. All right, a lot of them are going back into the world. A lot of them are going back into Christianity. A lot of them are totally just denying being Hebrew Israelites altogether, man. Because what? This truth is too harsh. This truth is too real. You know. So now they'll go what? They'll find any type of religion or any type of way, or any type of doctrine that's gonna tickle their fancy, man. That's gonna anything that makes them feel good about denying being Israelites and choosing a path that is not according to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. So we know this is going to happen in the last days, man. So it ain't no shocker to us, man. All right, a lot of you dudes are just playing out what was already written for you, for you to do. All right, and hey, it's fine with us, man. Hey, better you than me. All right, but let's get that word for itching ears, man. And now you got Jake, oh yeah, I ain't a Hebrew Israelite, but then you still trying to go into the scriptures and trying to cut us with the scriptures, but you don't even believe that you're an Israelite. You might as well just toss the whole scriptures away, man. Because if you ain't an Israelite and you ain't walking after the ways of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, then you might as well, then what are you doing, man? You don't have nothing to say. Just go on back in the world and be black, man. Be a Negro. Be whatever the hell that you was trying to be before you came into this truth, man. Yeah, go be a content creator. Go be a rapper. Go try to be a ball player, man. Go be a family man. Go go back to college. Go get your degree. Do whatever the hell that you was doing before you came into this truth, man. All right, because you ain't fit for business, man. All right. Let's get the word for itching, and the word is kanaido. It says to scratch, tickle, make to itch, desirous of hearing something pleasant. You see. And that's what a lot of you jakes want to hear. You want to hear smooth things, man. You want to hear pleasant things. Oh yeah, you can be an Israelite, but you ain't got to come out on the highways and the byways. You can be an Israelite, but you can't hate. You can't abhor an Edomite. You got to love everybody. Now you got these bugged out, goofy ass Israelites talking about, well, now the heathens, they can be grafted in as long as they trust and believe in the Lord. They can be grafted. Shut up, man. You don't know what you're talking about. You got all type of weird jakes in these last days coming out with these bugged out doctrines, man. But it's all really to try to save Esau Edom, man. All right, like I read Proverbs 11. You niggas, hey, hand can join a hand all day. Hey, you can be one of these so-called Israelites that's trying to trying to bring salvation to all these different nations. You're just going to be destroyed, man. All right, you're just going to be destroyed, man. And like I said, at the end of the day, you just want to hear something pleasant. You don't want to have to stand on the truth and the harsh truth and the reality of what Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is establishing, man. That salvation is only for the 12 tribes of Israel. Point blank, period, man. All right? And like we say, and then you guys try to twist the doctrine. Oh, they try to make it be this black thing. Only the Jews can have salvation, which we ain't never said that, man. All right? Like I said, the tribe of Judah is only one tribe out of the 12 tribes, man. And on top of that, all 12 tribes have been scattered and mingled amongst all these different nations, man. So our people are going to come looking like every other nation, man. Let me get that real quick, man. After this, it says, let's see what they got. Yeah, man. Yeah, you want itching ears, man. You want to hear something pleasant. And what's one of the most pleasant things that these weird, weak jakes want to hear is that salvation is for all people, and all nations, man. It's for the Israelites, but the other nations can be grafted in. No, they cannot, man. You can't graft an apple tree into an olive tree. You can't graft any other tree that's outside of an olive tree into an olive tree, man. That's just common sense. That's just the nature of grafting and doing husbandry work, man. But then again, these jakes come with these weird off-the-wall doctrines, man. But like I said, at the end of the day, it's all just to save Zaddy, man. Let me get that. What scripture was I thinking about? I forgot. Lord will come back to me. Let me finish. It says, having itching ears, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth, and shall be turned unto fables, man. You see? And that's what a lot of these jakes are doing. Like I said, we're not mad, but, it's like, my thing is this. If that's what you want to do, just crawl on back to the darkness, man. Why you got to go on video and try to announce this thing to try to say, this is why I'm no longer, because ultimately, misery loves company, man. A lot of you niggas do that and go on video to say, give your discrepancies and say why You're not in this truth anymore, because ultimately you want other Jake that got weak faith, and these other Jakes who don't really want to fully commit to this thing to hop on the bandwagon, man. Because you don't want to go down alone. You want weird Jakes on the comment board saying, "Yeah, brother, I always felt that way. That's right, brother. Yeah, that's true. You know, hey, I've been feeling that way for a long time." That's cool, man. Hey, you and all those dudes can go right along with y'all, man. Right to the abyss, man. Because like I said, a lot of you have been offended by this truth for a very long time, man. But a lot of you were just looking for the right moment and the right situation to where you can jump ship and take your ass on back to the world. Hey, man, just go. Just go. All right? Because like I said, this is only for the elect anyway, and only the elect are fully going to be able to commit to this thing. And the rest of you are going to be thrown back into the mucky muck and the mire of this world to be destroyed when Yahweh Shai sends forth that judgment, man. You see? So a lot of you Jakes, yeah, man, like I said, a lot of you shall turn your ears away from the truth, and you're going to be turning into fables, man. That's all you're doing. So just do what you got to do and do it quickly and just fade onto blackness, man. All right? But like I said, this is nothing new. You know, Jake's been falling out, man. There's a lot of Jake coming into this thing and for a while, and then they just fall out of this thing. That's prophetic. All right, let's read this in the NLT. Verse 3, 2 Timothy 4:3 in the NLT, it says, "For a time is coming when people will no longer listen to sound and wholesome teaching. They will follow their own desires." You see, and that's really what y'all want to do. You want to follow your own desire, man. But like I said, you'll use whatever that offended you as the reason as why this can't be the truth. You know, or you were offended, or you got cut, or you got cussed out, or you got kicked out of a camp or whatever, and then you'll find some type of excuse, man. But ultimately, you're just going after your own desire, man, because really you want to go back into the world, man. All right? Yeah, you want to be loved by this world. You want to continue to so-called flourish in this world, but you ain't going to flourish any goddamn way. But it's all good, though, man. It says they will follow their own desires and will look for teachers who will tell them whatever their itching ears want to hear. They will reject the truth and chase after myths, man. Yeah, so niggas telling you, yeah, I ain't a Hebrew Israelite no more. Nigga, that's then what are you then? I don't get it. If that's not what you are, then what are you? Then whatever, if you're not an Israelite, then guess what? You were what you were before you came into this, man. A black person, a poison bird void of light, a demon, a nigga. Hey, everything that I read in Lamentations, the 2nd chapter, that's what you are. Everything that these nations jeered and scoffed and mocked and labeled you here in Babylon the Great, man, as a goddamn no person. You niggas is literally, here it is, you found out the fact that you were an Israelite. You literally came out of the grave, you know, learned that you was an Israelite, only to put that away and get your black ass back into the grave, man. To be this lost, wandering soul here in Babylon the Great, man. It's unbelievable, man. But I mean, it is believable, but it's unbelievable, man. Just how you niggas just so quick to go backwards, man. But like I said, it's all because you are going after your own desire. And like I said, a lot of you want to be content creators. A lot of you want to be rappers. Shit, some of you want to be MMA fighters. You know, some of you want to, who knows what, man. But it's all because you want to do your own desire. But here it is, you had the MMA fighter, right? Who was calling upon the names of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai after he won a fight, man. So what's up with that, man? It is what it is, man. But hey, like I said, this is just all prophecy being fulfilled. And a lot of you Jakes are just fully being exposed that you are truly none of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai's, man. All right? And it's all good, man. Like I said, better you than me, man. All right? And now that you niggas ain't Israelite no more, now you coming up and scoffing against the truth, man. It shows you that the Lord got a very reprobate and bugged out spirit on a lot of you Jakes out there, man. You know? And it's all good, man. You know, these things were prophesied to happen. All right? Let me get this. And that's why, too, you know, brothers got to make sure, you know, something that I always hear Apostle Gabar say and Apostle Rakah, you know, a lot of these dudes, they don't be praying, man. A lot of you dudes really don't pray every day, man, that the Lord don't take his righteous and Holy Spirit from you, man. A lot of you neglect prayer, which is a very powerful tool. One of the most powerful tools that we have while we're in this truth, man. Here it is, Satan is out here seeking whom he can devour. You know, you got everything in this world that's coming up against this truth. Everything in this world is trying to pull you back and back. Oh, let me get that, man. Trying to pull you back out of this truth, and you, Jake, ain't using none of the tools. You ain't using fasting. You ain't using prayer. You ain't using none of the weapons that we have while we're in this truth to fight against all of this attack from this world, man. You know, demons fucking with your mind. Demons got you feeling that this ain't real, this ain't the truth, man. I don't know what I'm doing. You ain't even praying against it, man. You ain't fasting against it. You ain't asking the Lord to strengthen you. You ain't doing none of these things. You just walking out here totally defenseless, man. Wide open to every wiles and every attack and every left hook, leg kick, chokehold. You know, the spiritual demon Satan coming off the top turnbuckle. You ain't even moving out of the way. Nigga just standing there getting clobbered, man. But you ain't using none of your none of the tools at your disposal to fight against all of these temptations and these evil spirits, man, lying spirits. You know, all of these attacks from the left-hand side coming up against you, man. A lot of you niggas is watching all these different videos. You watching all these different Israelite camps. You getting confused. You ain't never really built no solid foundation. A lot of you listening to the black consciousness, listening to Christian, you're listening to Vocab Malone, and you just open to all, let me get that real fast, man. You just open to all type of attacks from the left-hand side, man, and you're not doing anything to try to fight against it at all, man. And that's why a lot of you, Jake, ultimately it's because you ain't part of the elect, but, you know, and ultimately it's because, you know, you ain't trying to be part of the elect. You're not fighting a good fight, man. You're not literally fighting the demons, the evil thoughts, the negative thoughts. You know, you ain't trying to fight none of that. You just giving over onto it. You just letting it whoop your ass and pull you every which way, man. You see? And that's why a lot of you, Jake, you know, a lot of you are looking for, like I just read, you're looking for those teachers to tell you things that make you feel good, man. And guess what? And they winning on you, and they got you bugged out. But like I said, man, hey, we got to continuously pray, man, especially now. It's getting crazier and crazier out here, man. Satan is going harder and harder, man. You know? So you got to continue to fight, man. All right? This is Ephesians chapter 4. Let me get this, man. This is Ephesians 4:11. It says, and he gave some apostles and some prophets and some evangelists and some pastors and teachers for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry. Ooh, let me read this in the NLT. Well, let me read this first, and then I'll go into NLT. It says, for the edifying of the body of Hamashiach, till we all come in the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of the Most High, unto a perfect man, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of Hamashiach. You see? But a lot of you guys are not, you're not being edified daily. You're not locking into the videos. You're not reading as much as you should, which we all can read more. We all can do more. But some of you dudes ain't even doing nothing, man. You're not even trying to apply the fruits of the Spirit. You ain't watching the elders and the apostles and the, you know, the men that are under them that are teaching this full doctrine. Like I said, you're not praying. You're not rolling in the Spirit, man. You ain't doing videos. You ain't doing shows. You ain't fasting. You ain't praying. You ain't doing everything that you can do to try to continuously keep yourself, you know what I mean, open from all of this, from all of the attacks that's taking place, man. You all up in the Broadway. Like I said, a lot of you just ain't got no solid foundation. You watching all these different videos. You hanging around niggas in the world. You got all these different influences of the world that's bombarding you more than you locking in into the Spirit and walking that tightrope of this truth, man. And you wonder why, you know, your faith is failing. You don't feel strong. You know what I mean? Now all of a sudden you ain't an Israelite no more. You know, oh, this is too that. You know, I had a lot of hate in my heart. Well, the scripture said, you can be angry, but just don't sin, man. Here it is. The Lord is angry with the wicked every day, but you niggas is over here talking about, I had too much hate in my heart for the white man. And it's always just against Esau and the white man. All right? Jake don't ever say, yeah, I had too much hatred for the Arabs, man, or for Ishmael, or Moab, or Ammon. It's always because you don't want to hate fucking Esau, man. Like I said, you Jake got that Stockholm syndrome, man. And you ain't, you know, and you weak, man. It says that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness whereby they lie in wait to deceive. You see, and this is what a lot of you, Jake, are getting caught up in. Like I said, you know, you know that you're an Israelite, but a lot of you are still listening to these Christian doctrines. You're listening to Vocab Malone. You're listening to all these other wayward doctrines. You got love, man. You can't hate, man. That's not the spirit of Jesus. You know, getting all bugged out and getting tossed to and fro, man. You see, because you don't have that solid foundation which is built upon Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. So therefore, when these winds of doctrine and all these other philosophies come, hey man, you're getting taken right along with it because you don't have a solid foundation, and ultimately you're not part of the elect, man. That's why you're so easily tossed to and from. All right. It says, yeah, by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness whereby they lie in wait to deceive, and a lot of you are being deceived out here. All right. Let's get this in the NLT. Now, Ephesians 4:11, it says, now these are the gifts Hamashiach gave to the church, you see? So we got the apostles, the evangelists, the pastors, and teachers, man, which are building us up, man. Like I said, you listen to the elders and the apostles and all this since you're Akim, listen to their videos, to their shows, they're giving testimonies, going into the Hebrew, into the Greek, man. Hey, these are the gifts that should make us more solidified and more perfected and have a full understanding of this doctrine so that you know your mind won't get weak, man. You won't be swayed by all of these outside influences or these goddamn weak-ass Christians or these doctrines trying to break down your faith and trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You know, leaving you open to all of these gray areas and loopholes and what ifs and, well, you know, what about this and Adam, he's not an Israelite, all that weak shit, man, because you ain't got no solid foundation, man. All right? Like I said, a lot of you been, like I read earlier, a lot of you got those itchy ears, man. You know, like I said, a lot of you treat this truth just like a buffet, man. Some of the things you accept, but some of the things that's in the scriptures, you get offended by, man. Oh, yeah, the brother's right, but that grape doctrine, I don't know about that, man. And you've been holding that in for the longest so that whenever the opportunity presented itself, you was always going to have that in your back pocket to convince yourself that this is not the truth because you didn't want to accept, the law on grape, man. Or whatever the case might be. Oh, I can't have dreadlocks. I can't have long hair. I can't rap. Whatever the case might be. Niggas always find a way to get offended by something, but it's always was in your heart because you were truly not a part of the elect, man. It says, now these are the gifts Hamashiach gave to the church: the apostles, the prophets, the evangelists, and the pastors and teachers. Their responsibility is to equip God's people to do His work and build up the church, the body of Hamashiach, man. You see? And ultimately, you were not part of one of those bricks that can be used in the building of the elect, in the building of the spiritual temple, man. So therefore, guess what? They looked at your brick. It didn't fit. It was all fucked up. It was chipped. It was broken. It was unuseful. So guess what? The Lord just tossed that brick right onto the side, man. And that's what we're seeing a lot of these jakes, being shown to be a useless brick that's not useful for the temple, man. It says, this will continue until we all come to such unity in our faith and knowledge of the Most High Son that we will be mature in the Lord, measuring up to the full, complete standard of a Mashiach. Then we will no longer be immature like children. A lot of you niggas are immature, man. You see? Because you don't measure up, man. All right? This truth is only for men. And if you don't have if you're not a man, you're gonna be like just like a child, man. Read that again. It says, then we will no longer be immature like children. Right? You coming on there saying, I ain't a Hebrew Israelite, and I'm gonna give you the reason why. You're a little kid, man. You're an immature little punk, and you're a buster, and you're not a man. Like I said, you weren't fit for business, man. You weren't fit for the business of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So therefore, hey, man, the Lord just gonna toss you right on out with the rest of the non-believers, man. It says, we won't be tossed and blown away by every wind of new teachings. We will not be influenced when people try to trick us with lies so clever they sound like the truth, man. And that's why when we hear you weak niggas giving your excuse of why you're not in the truth, hey, that ain't influencing us to be like, yeah, that's right, man. This is too much. This is real hateful. Oh, man, why I got to hate the other nations? They can't go into slavery. God loves, You get caught up in that weak punk mentality of a child, man. And like I said, you're not fit for business, man. So therefore, the Lord's just going to toss you and blow your monkey ass right out of the way, man. And like I said, hey, it is what it is, man. We ain't worried about it, all right? Scoffers are going to scoff. Non-believers are not going to believe. And 2/3 are going to be casted and thrown out of the way, man. Just as simple as that, man. Hey, but, those of us who are really sincerely trying to make it, man, hey, I'm praying every day that Yahweh Shem Yahushua don't take your spirit away from me, man. Don't bug me out. Don't let me be offended. Don't let me be in this mentality of an effeminate, weak, emotional, punk-ass man. you know, to be offended by what's written within these scriptures. And a lot of you too, you get offended because a lot of you come into this truth and you still got that westernized way of thinking, man. Because ultimately, you know, you all been feminized by the West, man. Oh, you can't have more than one woman. That's not right, brother. You know, or these women, they got that westernized mind frame as well, man. So therefore, that's why you get offended. That's why you get weak. That's why, you know, this, you can't be fully persuaded in your mind, man, because you coming with this weak ass westernized, effeminate, buster ass spirit, man, to where the things that are in the scriptures offend you, man, because you're not one of the ancient men of the past that understand these things, man. You know, this westernized mind frame has totally just destroyed and warped the minds of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. It has made you weak. It has made you effeminate. It's made you highly, highly emotional, and that's another problem too. A lot of you niggas are just too emotional, man. You was raised, well, I was raised by my mom, but goddamn, I ain't never been that fucking emotional, man. You know, just some things are just some things are just the truth, man. Regardless of how brutal or how harsh it may seem, man, still don't make it the truth because it rubbed you the wrong way or because your emotions and your feelings are involved, man. Man the hell up, man. All right. And like I said, you can't have this westernized mentality and fully have a full understanding of what the scriptures say because you're going to be offended somewhere by and by within it all, man. All right, hey, this Western Americanized culture compared to the ancient ways of the East are completely night and day, man. And if you have this westernized mentality, you're going to be constantly be offended by what the Bible says, man. Because the Bible is an ancient, hardcore, a hardcore book, man. And if you're too emotional and too effeminate, guess what? You're going to get emotional. Oh, come on, bro. Oh, man, I can't believe that, man. Come on, man. You've been around the goddamn white man too long. You've been in this weak, westernized, the West too goddamn long, man. And you're going to continuously be offended until ultimately you be destroyed, man. All right, let's get this 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 14. It says, 2 Peter, and that's why, that's one of the first things you really got to tell people when they're really trying to get an understanding of the Bible, man. You got to let them know, look, you can't understand the Bible with this westernized, effeminate culture, man. Look, the West, this is the, hey, this is not the old world. This is the new world, man. And a lot of things that are accepted, a lot of things that are seen as reality here, it wasn't that way back in the ancient world, man. As far as, back in the ancient world in the East, men had more than one woman, man. Men had multiple wives, man. But here in this society, that's frowned down upon. Oh, you're a cheater. Oh, you're a womanizer. Oh, you're this, you're that. But back in the ancient world, hey, that type of way of living still exists unto this day, man. So if you come in that effeminate emotional mind frame, you ain't never going to be able to understand or accept the things that are written within the scriptures. And on top of that, we tell you that, of course, the things that are written within the scriptures, that's how things were done in the ancient world. We even tell you, of course, here in the West, you can't do that. We even tell you here in the West, you can't, on paper have 4, 5, 6 wives, man. And we're not telling you that you should do that. Now, is it lawful according to the Most High? Yes. But would that be wise to do that here? And let me get that, man. So we explain all these things unto you, man. Just because something is lawful don't mean that it's expedient, nor that it means that here in this westernized and Esau's world that you should be trying to do those things, man. Certain things, Esau will lock your black ass up, man. But like I said, but that don't mean that it's not right or that it's not, lawful to do. But just being here in this society and understanding the times that we in, it's just not expedient, man. And a lot of you Jays get bugged out and rubbed. You can't even understand that, man. But like I said, a lot of you are highly emotional, and you're none of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Saz at the end of the day, man. Oh, here we go. All right, this is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 3. It says, knowing this, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts, man. You see? So we know that these things are going to happen, man. But guess what? It's going to happen a lot more with those that know that they're Israelites, man. You know, and we know that the majority, of, 2/3, they're gonna be scoffers, the non-believers. But shit, now you seeing a lot of Jake who know that they're Israelites, who's accepted the fact that we are the people of the Most High. Now they're coming out and scoffing and mocking, man. All right, let's look at that word for scoffing. Get that. Some computers. All right, 2 Peter 3:3. Look at that word scoffers, man. And the word scoffers is empicticus. Empicticus. Let me get that one. Yeah, empictus. It says a scoffer, a mocker, a derider, a false teacher, a mocker, a scoffer, man. You see? Playing games, man. You got a lot of Jake out here coming in that scoffing, playing game type of spirit, man. And guess what? Hey, you play all the games you want to. We know how it's going to end for you, man. It says, verse 4, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? And a lot of you, Jake, man, you come into this truth. A lot of you put a time limit on Yahweh Shem Yahushua. If he don't come by 2025, this is it, man. I'm going to go on back into the world, man. I'm going to get the Lord 4 years, 3 years, 7 months, 8 months. And if he don't come back by that time, man, hey, the hell with this, man. I'm going to go on back into the world and get this money. You know, like I said, especially now, Jake found these little avenues. Jake is using AI. Jake is using these platforms and social media to figure out how to make a little bit of money, you know? So now Jake is like, man, the hell with that, man. I'm tired of waiting on the Lord. Lord taking too long, man. Niggas losing patience, you know? The Lord's taking just a little bit too long for them. Jake tired of being broke. He tired of being tired, you know? Because a lot of you niggas, you're looking for instant gratification, man. A lot of you think when you come to serve the Lord, man, that the money is going to flow, the women going to be coming in by the droves. You ain't going to catch no hell. You ain't going to have to sacrifice anything. As soon as you come into this truth, that you're just going to be blessed with the floodgates of riches and money and wealth and all of your wicked ass heart's desire, man. But it don't work that way. Oh, what the scripture says, let me get that, man. When you come to serve the Lord, man, you got to prepare thy soul for temptation, man. Let me get that. This is Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, remember, you're coming to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. A lot of you niggas think you come to serve the Lord like it's going to come with all these manifold blessings. No, man. When you come to serve the Lord, it comes with temptation. It comes with, let me get that next, man. You know, it comes with a fiery trial. It comes with sacrifices, man. It comes with you being constantly, continuously tested, man. Being thrown in the fire, man. Having to make sacrifices. Sometimes you got to do things that you're really not in the mood to do. Hey, you might lose particular things. Families, wives, children, jobs, money, worldly opportunities, man. All these things come with serving the Lord. What the hell you think it means to serve, man? That means that you're coming on the behalf of somebody else, man. You don't come into thing and serve the Lord and tell him the demands that you want, man. Well, Lord, I come into this thing. I want I want a huge following. I want donations. I want 3 wives, big booties. You know what I mean? You come with all these demands of how you want you to be served while you're supposed to be serving the Lord, man. And like I said, and when it don't go the way that you want it to go, when you don't go the way that you think it should go, then you want to turn tail. Then you want to say this ain't the truth. Oh, the Lord took too long. Oh, whatever. Because you're weak and you're a buster, man. It says, my son, Ecclesiasticus 2:1, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Let's look up the word temptation. See what that means, man. So when you come in to serve the Lord, you got to prepare thy soul for temptation, man. But niggas forget about that, you know? Let's look at this word for temptation. Look at this. Temptation in the Bible is an incitement to act in disobedience to the Most High's will, man. You see? So when you come to serve the Lord's always going to put these type of things in your way. Incitement to act in disobedience to the Most High's will, man. And what's the ultimate form of disobedience that you niggas show? Is when you fall out of this truth, man. When you don't want to do the thing that the Most High required of you, man. Oh, I don't want to go out on the highways and byways. Oh, I don't want to do shows every day. I don't want to do my videos. I don't want to read. I want to party. I want to have a good time. I want to do this. I want to do that. Shit, niggas so disobedient. They justify having sex on the Sabbath, man. Shit, niggas telling you can pop your woman in her behind, man. You know, now these niggas telling you that that you can do your own pleasure on the Sabbath, which is totally against Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but then they'll use scriptures to try to justify doing it, man. Completely wickedness, man. Look at this. It says, as being drawn away by desires and enticed, man. You see? But what does it say? Once in James, say that the Most High have caused me to sin. You are you basically commit sin when you're enticed by your desires and you act upon it, man. You see? So when you come to serve the Lord, man, you're going to be constantly put in tempestuous situations that's going to where Satan is going to try to cause you to go against the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. So this is why, like I was reading earlier, man, we got the elders and the apostles. We got men that are watching over our souls, men that are building us up, men that are thoroughly furnishing us with the understanding of these scriptures to move while we're in this truth and to fight all of these temptations, man. You know, having that solid foundation, so you ain't being pulled this way, pulled that way, being enticed to go off, being enticed to do things that are not according to the will of the Most High. So you can be, like I said, fully furnished and in the spirit, man. Using all the tools at our disposal, fasting, prayer. You know what I mean? Being around brethren, if you're fortunate enough to have that, you know, when you need it, man. Utilizing all of these things, man, to keep your nose clean and to stay on the right path, man. It says, set thine heart aright, meaning your mind, and constantly endure. See, so you got to constantly endure because it's a constant battle, man. It's a constant fight. It's a constant battle. And we're at a major point in this spiritual battle that we're in, man. Satan is going hard at an all-time high. You had the Pope, this nigga opening up portals, opening up wormholes, opening up doors for Satan to come in. They got CERN. You know what I mean? You got these people who are more and more wickedness. The temptation to do sin is at an all-time high through the music, through the television, through social media. Niggas are just scrolling all day. You just, looking at a lot of ways of this world that are going to entice you, if you're not solidified and you're not set up on a solid foundation to go off, man, to entice that beast-like nature, to entice that sinful nature or whatever desire that you have, man. See, that's why you got to fast off of this social media and constantly scrolling and being on Instagram and being on TikTok and being on all these other major platforms, man. Sometimes you just need to take a break from that shit because it's constantly just a bombardment of wickedness, you know what I mean, that's trying to take you off the path, man. It says, set thine heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in the time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, and thou mayest be increased at thy last end. You see? And a lot of you are already breaking off. A lot of you are already letting go of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We ain't even got to Jacob's trouble yet. We ain't even gotten to the most detrimental and the hardest parts of this spiritual war. And you niggas already letting go to fall back where? Into this world, man. See? It says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. See? So when some of you get some of that heat on you, when the Lord is trying to build you up, when he's trying to, level you up, when it gets hard and it gets a little bit uncomfortable, a lot of you niggas throw in the towel, man. Oh, this can't be the truth, man. I didn't sign up for all of this. This is too much, man. But you didn't even constantly endure. You didn't even try to fight the fight. You didn't even try to utilize some of the tools that we are given to maintain yourself when that fire is turned up a little bit, man. How much more when that fire is completely turned up, man? What you niggas gonna do then? You can't even last and you can't even endure now. It says, believe in him and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside lest ye fall. Hey, and that's when the Lord really comes to the rescue. When you truly wait, man. Even when you feel like, damn, I ain't got nothing left, man. I'm just gonna continue to endure, just trust and have faith. That's when the Lord springs into action, man. That's when things are gonna happen. You see, but a lot of you don't have the patience to endure, man. It says, ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? Man, you see? That's why, part of our weapons is the names of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. But if you lose faith in those names, that's why you ain't constantly praying. You ain't constantly calling upon those names, man. You're not putting all your burdens on Yahweh Shem Shai, man. You see, and that's why you're not being defended. That's why you're not being helped, man. That's why you're not being built up on a level to where, hey, no matter what comes, hey, you're going to stand firm, man. You ain't going to waver. You're not going to doubt. You're not going to get weak. You're not going to let the influences from this world sway you or draw you away from your Yahweh Shem Shai. You're going, hey, man, you're going to dial in, stay focused, and just keep, you know what I mean? Keep on keeping on, man. You see? Back in 2 Peter's, it says, in saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. For this they are willingly ignorant of, that by the word of the Most High the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water, whereby the world that was then, being overflowed with water, perished. But the heavens and the earth, which are now, by the same word are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. See? So this ain't nothing new. You always had Jake falling away, Jake losing faith, Jake losing hope, Jake saying, oh man, we've been waiting for so long, how much longer we gotta wait? Look, same shit going on. Y'all been saying this was gonna happen. Y'all been saying this. Y'all been prophesying about that. Y'all been saying the Lord was coming back. Where he at? Like I said, a lot of you, Jake, put a time limit on serving Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You see? Because what? Your own desires are you desire the things of this world more than you desire the kingdom, more than you desire Yahweh Shai returning back, giving us those new bodies, putting the laws, statutes, and commandments in our inward parts, delivering us from this captivity. All right? A lot of you just don't have the patience and you don't want to wait. Hey, that's why, your reward that's why you're not going to be rewarded, man. You niggas are going to fail and you're going to die right here in Babylon the Great. All right? And you're going to behold the elect being taken up, and those that were patient, those that was faithful. Oh, let me get that, man. You don't want that still? Nah, it's okay. All right? And it says, but beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance, man. And that's where a lot of you, Jake, are losing this battle. All right? Because you think the Lord is slack. You think the Lord ain't gonna come good. You really think the Lord ain't coming back, man. Here it is. We've been out here prophesying and changing the world, man. Everything that we've been saying has been coming to pass. Everything is being revealed. The Lord is giving us his holy names, has given us his truth, has brought us back to our true nationality. All right, Esau, Edom is being exposed. These nations are realizing who we are. You know what I mean? We're seeing the fall of Esau right before our very eyes, but you niggas are still in the spirit that the Lord ain't coming back, man. When he's making all these things happen, we see prophecy literally jumping and leaping off the page, man. We're right in the middle of World War III. This devil is literally coming out and telling you that that he's bringing the MOTB, the mark of the beast, man. All these things are being made manifest right before your very eyes, and you niggas still don't believe. You still don't have hope, man. All right? You still ain't being energized by the things that's happening, man. Well, that's because the Lord, the Lord put that weak, unbelieving, low vibrational spirit on you, man. It says, but the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with the great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, and the earth also and the works that therein shall be burned up, man. So, this place is going to be literally eviscerated, nuked, literally set ablaze, man. And a lot of you, Jake, know about these prophecies. You know of what these nuclear missiles were created for, and you still losing hope. You still going back into the world. You still denying the fact that you're an Israelite and that this ain't the truth, man. Hey, man, hey, that's scary, man. You see? Very scary, man. This is it says, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, What manner of persons ought you to be in all holy conversation and godliness, man? Right, what type of conduct should you be having? Should you be having the conduct of an unbeliever, of a naysayer? Oh, that ain't the truth. Oh, I don't believe in the Bible no more. Of the Hebrew Israelites, they're destroying families, they're destroying marriages. When the Lord said that, he come to set a man at variance, and he come to set a father against his son, a son-in-law against his mother-in-law, father, a sister against brother. The Lord said that he was coming to do these things, man, because that's what this truth does, man. It's going to cause division. You're going to have family members that's not going to believe, that's going to be offended by this truth, man. But you got simple-minded niggas saying, this truth is destroying my family, man. It's breaking up homes, man. Well, that's the Lord said that. Didn't even get that, man. You know? And here it is. These families here it is, nigga, they breaking up families. And why? Nigga, yeah, that family was already in disarray. Right? You and your wife was already not seeing eye to eye. Y'all was already on the verge of breaking up any goddamn way, especially in this time and in this age. Marriages don't work here in Babylon the Great, man. Why? Because your woman got too many options, and she got social media. She got niggas all in her inbox. She got niggas out here in the world flirting with her, giving her the attention that you probably don't give her. You know what I mean? She got a work boyfriend, a work husband, doing all type of shit behind your back, man. All right? In this filthy, wicked, demonic-ass society, man. But then you want to talk about the Hebrew Israelites breaking up families, nigga. Well, what is America doing, man? America been had your family destroyed, your house in disarray, your wife disobedient and bucking up against everything that you try to tell her to do. So what the hell are you talking about, man? All right, let me get this on. The Hebrew Israelites, man, they're breaking up families, man. They're breaking up families, man. You niggas is weak. You pussies, man. This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 32. It says, whosoever shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven. You see? So a lot of you niggas are going to be denied, man, because you're denying Yahweh Shem Yahushua right now. All right? It says, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. So Yahushua already said this is what this truth is going to ultimately do. Because why? You're going to have fathers that believe and sons that don't believe. You're going to have wives that believe and husbands that don't believe. Children that believe and parents that don't believe. And it's going to cause them to be at odds, man. And we seen this, man. We seen, brothers being this truth. You try to wake up your family members. You try to give this truth to your mom, to your dad who's been in the church all their lives. You try to let them break it down to them that we're the Israelites and that salvation is only for Israel, but they're stuck in that westernized Christian, that plantation Christianity spirit. No, brother. The Lord came to save everybody. Shit, my dad did hear that spirit, man. He's in that whole God loves everybody and all nations can be saved. He literally told me, boy, you ain't no Israelite, you a Gentile. So what am I going to do with that? Now, of course, that's still my pops. I still love him. We still get along. But when I go around him, I don't bring up this truth. I don't bring up scriptures around him. Because why? It's going to cause us to be at variance, man. It's going to cause us to bump heads. It's going to cause us to argue, man. And it's going to cause him ultimately to deny Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. And try to get me to conform to believing in Jeebus, man. JC, and that all nations can make it, man. So this is why this truth sets men at variance, and that why it could break up a household, man. You see? But hey, at the end of the day, if you really believe that this is the truth, you're not going to let that affect you. You're not going to let that sway you out of this truth because your wife don't want to believe and she threatens to leave you and to take the kids because you believe in the true living God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in this truth. Now, if you allow that to make you weak and you can't endure that temptation, you say, okay, baby, I ain't going to be in the truth. I don't believe that anymore. I ain't going to go out and try to be in the camp and serve the Lord. I'm going to serve you, baby. And then y'all going back to this Christian church, and then she ended up leaving your dumb ass anyway. Or stepping out on the back door with the pastor or one of the deacons in the church because she conquered you and she see that you're weak and you didn't have a backbone to stand on, stand upon Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. It says, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man's foes shall be they of his own household, you see? And that's what this truth does, man. It drives wedges in between family members. But hey, that's what this truth does. But at the end of the day, man, hey, you can't let that if you know this is the truth and it's in your spirit to serve the Lord, man, hey, you can't let that steer you from not serving Yahweh Shem Shai. And if you're part of the elect, you're gonna serve the Lord anyway, man. But like I said, that's part of the sacrifices you got to make. Hey, you might come into this truth, and the sacrifice the Lord might act, but might have you to sacrifice is losing your wife and your children and your family, man. Maybe that might not be the sacrifice for the next man or that man, but it might be for you. The question is, what are you going to do when that sacrifice has to be made, man? Are you going to love your father and your mother and your family and your wife and your children more than Yahweh Shem Yahushai to your own destruction or to the saving of your soul, man? See, and that's a question, and that's something that we all got to deal with, man. We all had to make sacrifices coming into this truth. And if it happens to be that, hey, it's going to break up your family, hey, then it is what it is, man. Hey, you had the disciples, when Yahweh Shah came, it said that they threw away their nets. Hey, they left their fishing business, man. They left their careers. They said they straightway cast down their nets and followed Yahweh Shah. You don't think that didn't cause no drama between Peter and his father and their houses when they realized that they didn't come home that day and finish fishing? They just left to go follow the Lord. You don't think that caused some type of variance and issues and strife within that family? All right? And it says, and he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. You see? And that's what you hear when these guys say the Hebrew Israelite breaking up family. That's because you niggas are not worthy of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And that's going to be the sacrifice that you're not willing to make. And that's going to be the reason why you're going to be destroyed by Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Because the Lord called you into this truth. Obviously, you were believing the truth. You were believing that you were an Israelite. But when it came time for you to choose between your family and Yahweh Shem Yahushai, hey, you chose your family, man. You know? It says, and he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. See? He that findeth his life shall lose it. Right. I chose my family, brother. Hey, I put the Lord to the side, man. Hey, man, I got a wife, I got kids I got to raise, man. I ain't trying to get hit with child support. I don't want to abandon my family for the Lord. But guess what? At that moment, you think you might save your life, but really, your life is going to be lost because you're going to be destroyed for denying Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. It says, he that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. And he that receiveth you receiveth me, and he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me, man. You see, and he that receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward, and he that receiveth a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward. You see, and whosoever shall give to drink unto one of these little ones a cup of cold water in the name of a disciple, verily I say unto you, he shall in no wise lose his reward, man. You see? So that's the point, man. Hey, a lot of you Jakes, man, you didn't want to choose Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Like I said, it was your own desire and whatever it was in the world. That's what you chose over to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushai at the end of the day in the grand scheme of things, man. All right? So, hey, yeah, this truth is going to bring variance. It might just break up families. It might just have you have variance with loved ones and old friends that you might have had. Oh, let me get that, man. Hey, but this is part of the servitude, man. Let me get that. That's part of that fiery trial, man. This is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 12. It says, beloved, think it not strange. Let me read it in the NLT. This is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 12 in the NLT. It says, dear friends, don't be surprised at the fiery trials you are going through. Right. Like I was reading earlier in Ecclesiastes, the 2nd chapter, man. When you come to serve the Lord, man, it's going to come with all these different fiery trials, man. It's going to come temptation. It's going to come tests. Certain things you're going to have to sacrifice. You're going to have to lose jobs, lose friends, maybe be at odds with different family members, man. You might have to lose careers. You have a lot of brothers that came into this thing that lost careers, brothers that lost wives, that lost children. I got put on child support. Brothers had to go to court, and a woman in there telling them, oh yeah, he be on the street corners talking about he hate the white man. You know what I mean? Trying to defame you, put smut on your name. Women be going up to your jobs trying to get you fired, man. Shit, I remember one time, one of the dudes that was in the truth fell out the truth. Shit, he was getting to a this woman for this truth. She came and brought the goddamn kids right when we was at camp. Just dropped the kids off in the car seat right on the curb, man, and dipped off in the car, man. You see? You know, all type of fiery trials are going to come, man. You know, but hey, that's why we just got to continue to have faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And a lot of the times, the things that you might have to lose in this truth are some of the things that's probably holding you back from really fully spreading your wings and really coming fully into this truth, man. Like I said, but see, that's where, you know, our faith has to come in. You got to understand that, look, the Most High is not going to put anything on you that you can't handle, man. So if the Lord has it to where you have to lose your family for this truth, guess what? That's something that you can bear, man. But like I said, a lot of guys don't have faith. A lot of guys see that and be like, oh, this is going to destroy my life and my kids going to hate me and oh, this, that, and the third. And you let the cares of this life, you know what I mean, step in the way of you, you know what I mean, receiving your reward, man. And serving Yahweh Shem Yahushua. See? It says, for these trials, it says, it says, dear friends, 1 Peter 4:12 in the NLT, it says, dear friends, don't be surprised at the fiery trials you are going through, as if something strange were happening unto you. Remember, I read that in Ecclesiastes, the 2nd chapter. When you come to serve the Lord, you got to constantly endure. You know what I mean? Have faith, trust in the Lord, man, no matter what you're going through. Like I said, anything the Lord is putting you through, is built for you to handle it. If you are part of the elect, the Lord's always going to make a way for you to get through it, man. Like I said, brothers lost jobs. You had brothers at one point that had wives and family was living together, but this truth drove them apart, where brothers were sleeping on the couch. You know what I mean? Brother had to, sleeping on the couch. Brother had to get a whole new gig, get a whole new job. So eventually, hey, brothers got put on their feet, man. Got better jobs than they had, after all of that happened. But they didn't waver. They didn't get weak. They didn't let that situation drive them away from Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and it end up being a better situation for them, man. So the Lord is always going to make a way. He's always going to put you exactly where you need to be. But sometimes, hey, your faith has to be tested. These trials have to come, and you got to remain rooted and grounded, and tell Yahweh Shem Yahushua to take the wheel, man. And as long as you stay the course, the Lord is always going to see it through if you're being faithful, all right? It says, instead, be very glad, for these trials make you partners with Hamashiach in his sufferings, you see? So you got to suffer with Yahweh Shai. He's not going to just give you the kingdom. You're not, you can't come to the truth and think ain't nothing going to happen. You're just going to receive all these blessings. You ain't going to have no trials and tribulations. You ain't going to have to sacrifice shit. You're not going to be put in some precarious situations. You're not going to be put in situations to where, at the moment you don't know what to do. But at the end of the day, hey, if you get put in a situation that you don't know what to do, hey, just put your faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Go, pray, fast, hey, and tell the Lord, hey, I put faith totally in what you got me going through, that you're going to see me through it. Give me the stamina and the power, the spirit to whatever happens, to just put my faith and trust in you, that you're going to put me on the path that I need to be on to make it through all these things, man. Hey, and the Lord's going to come through, man. Like I said, now it's not going to seem good at the moment. It's not going to feel good. But at the end of the day, hey, that's just something that you probably have to personally go through to put you on a higher level, man. To elevate you to be able to deal with whatever thing that's going to come next, man. It says, for these trials make you partners with Hamashiach in his sufferings, so that you will have the wonderful joy of seeing his glory when it is revealed unto all the world. So be happy when you are insulted for being a Hamashiachian, all right? For then the glorious spirit of the Most High rests upon you, man. You see? And you might be reproached for the name of Yahushua. Your wife might, your family might cast you out as evil and wicked. Oh, that nigga in the coat. Oh, he's serving that God, Yahushua. He left his family. He did that for the Lord. He don't care, but hey, you might be evil spoken of, but in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, hey, you're doing a great service, man. All right? And guess what? And you're going to be rewarded for that, man. It says, for time has come for judgment, and it must begin with the Most High's household, right? And judgment is coming, man. I was listening to Elder Apostle Gamar's video. He's doing the walk and talk, where he was saying 2025, could be the year where the Lord is going to start bringing out a lot of judgment on a lot of you false Israelites, man. And a lot of you guys who know that you're Israelites, but you're doing all type of wickedness, man. You're laying stumbling blocks. You ain't pushing the name of Yahweh Shem Shai. You know, you coming up some other way. A lot of you niggas is scripting. You're using this truth to fulfill your own belly, to become your own celebrity. But you're not really doing this for the uplifting and the praise of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. You're doing this thing, you know, to fatten in your pockets, to make yourself a household name, to, you know, like I said, niggas got, you know, hey, man, hey, you know, you're doing this thing, you know, you're a thief and a robber, man. You got all this superfluous, all these extra activities, you coming up some other way, trying to establish yourself to do your own will, man, and do it the way that you want to do it, but then try to say, oh, but the Lord showed me. No, nigga, the Lord didn't show you nothing. Satan is on you, man. All right? And it says, for the time has come for judgment, and it must begin with the Most High's household. Meaning those of you that know that you're Israelites. There's a lot of you guys that know you're Israelites that are in these other Israelite groups. A lot of y'all just flat out, straight up, stomp down wicked, man. A lot of you niggas is doing a lot of evil, a lot of wickedness intentionally, and you know you're doing wrong, man. You know you, a lot of you niggas are sold out. A lot of you that took the bag, all right? A lot of you are you know, you got a hand up your ass working your mouth like a puppet, man. If you know what I'm talking about. And it's all going to be revealed, man. The Lord's not going to continue to let that shit happen without it being revealed and judgment coming down upon you, man. So we got to make sure that we're all offering up the right sacrifices, that we're all doing what we got to do in this truth, man, the right way, directly and correctly, and humbly, man. It says, and if judgment begin with us, what terrible fate awaits those who have never obeyed the Most High's good news. I'm talking about 2/3 of our people, man. And, hey, they're going to be destroyed, but if you know this truth and you're doing it deceitfully, hey, man, it's going to be even worse upon you, man. You're going to have even a more severe judgment coming upon you because you know to do better, but you didn't do it, man. You sold out, you were slanderous, you were wicked, you were being a goddamn demon, you were being a grifter, you know, you was not being genuine, you were not truly being an overseer of the Most High's flock, man. You telling Jake that it's okay to take the goddamn jump shot. Shit, a lot of you gonna tell Jake eventually it's okay to take the MOTB. Some of you niggas even said you can take the MOTB and you can just take it out before the missiles come. And you playing with fire, my man. All right? But hey, it says, and the judgment begin with us, what terrible fate awaits those who have never obeyed the Most High's good news. And also, if the righteous are barely saved, what will happen to the godless sinner? So if you are suffering in a manner that pleases the Most High, keep on doing what is right and trust your lives to the Most High who created you, for he will never fail you. Like I was saying earlier, man. And regardless of what situation the Lord puts us in, whatever we got to sacrifice to keep our integrity and serve Yahweh Shem Shai, hey man, do that. Suffer for righteousness' sake, man. Hey, your reward is not going to fail. The Lord is going to look highly and favorably upon those that are in that spirit, man. All right? But hey, man, if you turning back, man, that's your ass, man. Let me get this. Hebrews 10:26. See, so the Lord is showing a whole lot of examples, man, out here of how not to be. And he's going to show more examples, man. You're going to have more guys and women in these last days, man, start to profess that they're not Israelites anymore, that they were lied to. I don't accept that anymore. Especially when Esau really starts coming down with great wrath, man. When Esau starts forcing these digital IDs and, you know what I mean, bringing in martial law. When he starts to, shut down this society, start going door to door and shit, you're gonna have a lot of Jake that's gonna turn tail, man. That's gonna throw their garments in the trash. They got menorahs in their house. They got pictures of the Hebrew in their house. They're gonna gather all that up and throw it out the window, man. They're gonna get rid of it, and they're gonna be in that spirit wanting nothing to do with being an Israelite or with the names of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. All right. This is Hebrews chapter 10, verse 26. It says, if we sin willfully after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sins. Right. A lot of you guys are in that spirit. Because once these niggas really go back into the world and start proclaiming themselves to be Israelites, hey, they go back into sinning willfully. But they've convinced themselves, well, I don't believe that, it ain't the truth. They start eating pork, you know, they start smoking weed, they start doing all the shit that they was doing when they was in the world, and they justify themselves by saying, well, since I don't believe I'm an Israelite, and that was all cap, and that was all fake, that none of the laws, statutes, and the commandments apply to them anymore, which is absolutely stupid, man. Hey, if you're an Israelite, hey, your forefathers all made a covenant with Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right? Here it is. Hey, you can denounce being a Hebrew Israelite all you want to. Hey, but those curses are still on your ass. You're still getting your ass kicked. You're still here in the land of your captivity. You still the tail and not the head. And these curses are still on your black ass, whether you want to acknowledge that you're an Israelite or not, man. So you might as well, serve Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai with fear and trembling, man. It says, but a certain fearful looking for of judgment and fiery indignation, which shall devour the. Oh yeah, it says, but a certain fearful looking for of judgment and fiery indignation, which shall devour the adversaries. He that despised Moses' law died without mercy under 2 or 3 witnesses. Of how much more sore punishment, suppose ye, shall he be thought worthy, who have trodden under foot the Son of the Most High, and have counted the blood of the covenant wherewith he was sanctified an unholy thing, and have done despite unto the Spirit of grace, man. So what do you think is going to happen to you niggas that went back into the world and that denounced Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, and you took this sacrifice of the Lord getting upon that cross, dying for your sins as a thing of not only to say, I don't believe that, this ain't the truth, and go back into the world and do all type of manner of wickedness and goddamn Lord, who knows what else you're doing, man. Here it is, you done kept Passovers, you done kept the Sabbath, you done acknowledged the names of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, you tried to put away evils, only to return back into your own vomit and to denounce Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, and to basically, spit on the sacrifice and Yahweh Shai getting upon that cross and having to serve, and suffering what he suffered for our sins to be forgiven. What do you think the Lord's going to do to a nigga like you when he returns, man? You think you're going to get away unscathed? You think you're going to escape, man? No, you're going to be completely, utterly destroyed, and in a gruesome, horrible way, man. It says, for we know him that have said, vengeance belongeth unto me. I will recompense, saith the Lord. And again, the Lord shall judge his people. See? So what do you think the judgment Yahweh Shai is going to send upon you? You think it's going to be nice and easy, man? You think it's going to be some easy thing you're going to just skate on through, man? See, that's why it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, man. Hey, the Lord has a million ways that he could judge you and destroy you, man. And you ain't fearful of that, man? See, that's why we got to continuously walk on the eggshell. Like I said, you got to pray, man, that the Lord don't take his spirit from you, that the Lord keep you rooted and grounded in this thing, and that you can finish, this service that the Lord has given us to do, man, to be found faithful, to be able to stand before Yahweh Shai when he makes his second return, man. You don't want to be that guy, man, who knew you turned your back on the Lord and you sitting there, shaking in your boots, man. You want to be able to be found without spot and blameless before Yahweh Shai, man. All right? And it says, it is a fearful thing to fall into the hand of the living God, but call to remembrance the former days in which, after ye were illuminated, ye endured a great fight of afflictions. Like I was saying earlier, all these temptations, fighting the good fight for faith, sacrificing whatever needs to be sacrificed in order for you to remain in good standing with Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man, fighting that good fight of faith and utilizing all of the tools that we have while we're in this ministry and while we're in this truth to stand, man. Because like I said, you got all type of left-handed energy, Satan, roaming around like a roaring lion, seeking who we can devour, things trying to pull you out of this truth, family trying to manipulate you, women trying to weaken you, you know what I mean? The cares of this life trying to break you down and drag you back into this life, man. Everything possible is trying to knock you off of that tightrope that you're walking to serve Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, which is a fire on one side and a water on the other side, man. You see? So we got to continue to fight that good fight, man. It says, partly while you were made a gazing stock both by reproaches and afflictions, and partly whilst ye became companions of them that were so used, for ye had compassion of me in my bonds, and took joyfully the spoiling of your goods, knowing in yourselves that ye have in heaven a better and enduring substance. Cast not away, therefore, your confidence. Where is our confidence in? Prophecy, man. In Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That the Lord is going to make good on all of his promises, man. That we're not going to, let me get that. That we're not doing this thing in vain, man. That we're not just out here, you know what I mean, prophesying and preaching and giving up our lives and sacrificing all of these things we have to sacrifice in vain, man. Let me get this, man. You see? But, you know, we got to be patient. We got to suffer. But the Lord is not going to, let me get this. This is Matthew. This is Matthew chapter 19, verse 26. It says, but Yahushua beheld them and said unto them, with men this is impossible, but with the Most High all things are possible. Then answered Peter and said unto him, behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. You see? So these men forsook all, man, and we're doing the same thing. We're forsaking all. You know, at the end of the day, you know, it says, and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Yahushua said unto them, verily I say unto you that ye which have followed me in the regeneration or reincarnation, which is a thing, which is a fact of the Bible. It says, in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye shall also sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And everyone that had forsaken houses or brethren or sister or father, like I was reading earlier, man. You know, yeah, you might be at variance, you might lose these particular things because it is true, but ultimately you're going to gain all these things back in hundredfold, man. So there's really nothing you're not going to lose that you're not going to be able to get back when all is said and done, man. When that reward finally comes, man. Everything you lost on this side, you're going to get back a hundredfold. So there's nothing really to worry about, man. You know, and plus this place is just a temporary stop. This is not the kingdom of heaven, man. All right, this is something that we got to forsook, but what we're going to get back in the kingdom of heaven is going to far surpass anything that we've gotten here, man. It says, and everyone that hath forsaken houses or brethren or sisters or father or mother or wife or children or lands for my name's sake shall receive in hundredfold and shall inherit after everlasting life, man. So not only are you going to receive all those things back, but you're going to inherit immortality, man. You're going to get those new bodies, have spiritual power, dominion, rulership, lands, you know what I mean? All these things you're going to receive, man. So why are you bitching and complaining, oh, the Hebrew Israelites, they break up families and households? Well, yeah, that's true. But nigga, Yahushua said we're going to get all that back 100-fold. So what's the problem here, man? That's because you niggas, you know what I mean, you're not fit for business, like I keep saying, man. And you're not part of the elect, man. All right? Yeah, it might hurt on this side, you know, being in this flesh, if you got to lose your wife or family members or fall out with people that you love because it is true. But ultimately, man, hey, you're going to receive it all back, man. So what are you really losing? A temporary loss compared to immortality and a forever of getting and gaining, man? Come on, man. Come on, dog. Like Bootsy. Come on, dog. All right? So back here in Hebrews, it says, cast not away therefore your confidence, which have great recompense of reward. For ye have need of patience. You see, what does patience mean? It's to suffer, man. And we all have need of patience, man. Some more than others. But we're patiently waiting, man, for all things to be fulfilled, man. And in the meantime, hey, we're going to suffer these fiery trials. We're going to catch hell. You're going to be ridiculed. You're going to be mocked. You're going to be looked at as crazy. People are going to lie and shame your name. You know what I mean? You're going to have people saying this ain't the truth. You're going to be attacked spiritually, mentally, financially, you know what I mean? But these are just all part of our trials and our fiery trials, which is ultimately building us up, you know what I mean, to serve Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And it's not going to go unrewarded, man. It says, for ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of the Most High, ye might receive the promise. See? For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come, and will not tarry. See, but a lot of you niggas count slackness. A lot of you, Jake, has lost patience, man. A lot of you are tired of waiting. You're tired of suffering. You don't want to sacrifice anything else, man. You don't want to come out here on the highways and the byways. You don't want to stand on your feet on this concrete. Your back hurting, man. All right? You don't want to continue to, to forsake this world, to come out of this world. A lot of you niggas, you want to go party. You want to bullshit. A lot of you, you want to go chase the girlies, man. A lot of you want to chase the bag. A lot of you want to get real estate and become some type of social media star, do your podcast and get some type of fame and notoriety here in this God-forsaken world, which is soon to be destroyed, man. But you don't want to wait on the reward of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shad, which is going to be an infinite, glorious, non-stop, continuous return on your investment in the kingdom of heaven, man. You're going to have your own chariot, bro. Come on, man. But you niggas want to Benz with some 20-inch rims on it and shit. You want to have 5 or 6 of these nasty, ran through, filthy sewer women, man. But you don't want to have good, clean, nice virgins in the kingdom of heaven that's going to love every single molecule of your body, man. Every single woman in the kingdom that you lay with is going to be totally imprinted on you, man. But Jake don't want to wait for that, though. You want these nasty hoes, man, with the baby hair and the green hair and with 1,000 bodies on it, man. Hey, y'all niggas can have that, man. I'm gonna wait for the kingdom of heaven to get it all, man. Everything is gonna be brand new. Everything is gonna be refreshed, man. All right? Everything is gonna be brand new, man, refreshed. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm waiting on that, man. It says, for yet a little while, and he that shall come will come and will not tarry. Now the just shall live by faith, and if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him. See, all you niggas that's turning back, hey, when Yahweh Shah comes back, he's going to be like, get this nigga out of my face, man. He's going to be disgusted. And that's going to be the worst feeling you could ever have, knowing that the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, our Savior Yahweh Shah, when he comes back to look at you with disgust and disrespect because you drew back. You went back into this fucking filthy world. You went back to chase the bag and to get some type of fame and notoriety in this shithole, man. Oh, man. It's going to be the ultimate form of diss and shame, man. It says, but we are not of them who draw back unto perdition, but of them that believe to the saving of the soul, man. So with that, I'm going to close it there, man. Lord willing, this was edifying. All praise, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders that rule well. Peace and blessing be multiplied on all you brethren pushing this word in all sincerity and truth. To the Lord willing, till next week. Shalom.